Peace. It's Brother Polite. And I'm here to talk to you about changing your paradigm. I need you guys to understand that words are your GPS to reality. So we have to be careful. You see, when someone inflicts harm or injury on us, if they're from our community, we want revenge. But when they're from another community, we want justice. People out here in our community are asking for equality. I'm telling you, I don't want equality, I want equity. We need to focus on equity. We work 9-to-5 jobs. We got to get ourselves out of that 2/3. Okay? What do I mean by the 2/3? The average person that works, they got a 9-to-5, and that's 8 hours. Then it takes about an hour to go to work, and it takes about an hour to come back. So that's 10 hours. Then you sleep for the prescribed. They say we should sleep for 8 hours, but most of us will sleep in around 6 hours. So that's 16 hours. So out of the 24-hour cycle, they call a day, 2/3 of our life, because 16, that's 8, 16, 24. We divide the day by 8 hours. We'll find that we only have 1/3 of our day left to ourselves. Why is this important? Because with that 1/3 that's left to yourself, now, what do? In that 1/3, we're supposed to consolidate everything into a, let's get some cooking done, some cleaning done. Let's socialize with our children. We should be able to read, write, study, spend time with our significant other, pray, meditate, vacate. And the reality is 8 hours a day isn't enough to do that. So, you work a 9-to-5, that's 8 hours. You go to work, that's another hour. You come back from work, that's another hour. That's 10 hours. You go to sleep at least 6 hours. That's 16 hours out of 24. And you got the last 8 there. So what you're going to have to do with that 8? You can't just say you're going to consolidate what you're going to do for the rest of the time. You know what you're going to have to do? You're going to have to make sacrifice. And what's the number one things that people will sacrifice? What will you prioritize? Well, most people will sacrifice reading, studying, praying, meditating, vacation. Most people will sacrifice those things. And even sacrifice time with your children, and even sacrifice time with your significant other. Meaning you don't have enough time to commit to those relationships. And that's no way to live. So we got to get out of that. Those 2/3 that we living in, think about it. The main reason most people wake up in the morning is so they can get prepared to go to work, to build someone else's dream, to send someone else's children to school in the future. Think about it. For the working class out there, when you wake up, let's really think about it. Let's talk. Let's really think about it. Let's really think about it. I want to really talk to you guys. Let's really think about it. Walk with me. The main reason that most people wake up in the morning is for what? When you get up in the morning and you shower, what's the reason you shower? You shower, you wash it behind, just so you can be clean to produce results for someone else's future. And when you eat breakfast, why do you eat breakfast? The main reason you ate breakfast is so you can have the energy so you can produce someone else's dream, so you can contribute to someone else's dream. So you wake up because you got to go contribute to someone's dream. You wash up so you can contribute to someone's dream. You eat breakfast so you can contribute to someone's dream. And then when you go to work, you have lunch so you have enough strength to continue contributing to someone else's dream. And then when you come home from work and you eat dinner, you only eat dinner. You think you're eating dinner because you're just hungry? You're eating dinner so you can have enough energy, because you lost all that energy contributing to someone else's dream. So the whole reason you're bathing in the morning, the whole reason you're getting washed up, the whole reason that you're eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner, the whole reason you're getting dressed up day to day, at least 2/3 of your life revolves around working for someone to contribute to their dream. In fact, the reason why you're sleeping is so you can get enough rest to contribute to someone else's dream. Think about it. That's crazy. That's crazy. So people talking about they on the front line, and that's hilarious. And I wanna actually do a whole session on the so-called front line, because you're not on the front line unless. Look at this Negro talking about I'm bugging. I'm bugging? What part of this am I bugging on? And I bet you if I request him to come in here, let me get him. I'm going to request him to come in here. Let me get him. Every time it's time to talk to these people direct and see what they got to say on their mind, they duck. Let's see if I'm bugging. Let's see if I'm bugging. I'm waiting on you, Jajo 1325. I'm waiting on you.
What's up?
There you go. So you said I'm bugging?
I think you're bugging a little bit because
where am I bugging?
Let me speak. A little bit because overall, yes, there is a point to be made for that. Absolutely. But I work for the state. I'm in Boston. So I guess, do I work for the general public's dream in that case? Right? Who do I work for then? See what I'm saying? So, yes, there is a case to be made regarding, hey, you wake up, you take care of yourself to build somebody else's dream. Yeah, okay, fair enough, but, I mean...
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Does the state pay you your money every day where you can access the money that you're earning on a day-to-day basis, or do they pay you once a week or twice a month or once a month?
I didn't hear the first part. Come again.
Is the state paying you your money on a day-to-day basis, or do they pay you your check once a week or once every 2 weeks, or do you get paid once a month? How do they pay you?
Every 2 weeks, but can I not break it down on a day-to-day basis?
It's not a problem. So what I'm saying, that's slave wages. Now, that's slave wages. And I'm not knocking you for having a job. That's not what I'm doing.
I don't know about that.
That's slave wages.
Define slave wages for me. Look, how about this? How about before you say anything? Your overall point, I get it though. No, we may be saying two different things differently, but define slave wages for me.
You know what's interesting? If I said we should be entrepreneurs, no one would have an issue and no one would say I'm bugging. But if I say I should get paid every single day that I work, then I'm bugging. But the two mean the same thing. If you're an entrepreneur, you can access the money you make every day if you're an entrepreneur when you work for yourself. But you see, if I don't use the word entrepreneur and I say exactly what the criteria is, it sounds weird. And that's why I don't use terms like buy back the block and all of that and flip houses, because we get lost in translation for what we really expect. So no one really knows what the expectations are of these hashtag movements and popular phraseologies, because when we start saying what the expectations are, it sounds weird. And so what I'm saying is slave wages for somebody to tell you, oh, just do me a favor and do some work, and I'm gonna get back to you at the end of the week. You see, if I did that to you as your brother, you wouldn't call that a check. You'd be like, yo, son, you trying to make me slave for no reason? If I did that to you, you would be like, yo, I need my bread today. Hold on. If I say, yo, I need you to come to the crib real quick and put up some drywall, some sheetrock, you know what I'm saying? You ain't leaving my crib unless I handle that tab. You're going to be looking at me like, yo, son, yo, give me my bread. That's how you're going to look at me. Give me my bread. But when the white man hire us, he can tell us, I'm going to give you your bread in 2 weeks. How you know I don't got an emergency inside of those 14 days? How you know I got 14 days to be getting my money when life goes on every single day? I need to get my bread every day, every time I'm making it. That's the way we're supposed to live. And you're not supposed to work this much hours out the day. It is slavery to work this much hours out the day. And the ratio between how much your company is making, I don't even got to know. The amount of money your company's making versus the amount of money that you're getting paid, I can almost guarantee you without knowing any of your business, especially knowing that they're paying you every 2 weeks, they playing you. Just like if a brother working Foot Locker right now, and he's selling $200 sneakers, $300 sneakers, day to day to day. Yo, his check should look like 5 figures every week without it even hurting them. But guess what? Son is probably getting like $500 at the end of the week, maybe $600, maybe at the end of the week. But he's selling.
I guess what I'm saying.
They're not going to give him their respect.
When I say you were bugging earlier, man, and it's somewhat tongue in cheek. When you were going on you shower, you take breakfast, you get ready, you sacrifice family time. Half truths, by all means, though, right?
No,
it is the case. But no, I think people would do that. I guess the way you probably might have been better put that, say, hey, you're doing all these things really to make yourself in the best position possible, okay, to advance someone else's dream, like you were saying. But to your other point, what about negotiating an honest, worth-paid living for somebody else without classify that as slave? How about this? I get paid every 2 weeks. I can still fucking blow up my money and not having stuff that's gonna come up today or tomorrow. So whether I work for somebody else or I work for myself and make myself money, which I agree with, by the way, it's not mutually exclusive to that point of, hey, you are working for somebody else, you are automatically, giving slave-like labor.
Let me ask you this.
Wrong thing.
Let me ask you this.
You see that it's a slight nuance. I agree.
I have no problem with that. Let me ask you this question though. If I don't know if you have any children. You have children?
Single, 31, no kids. Let's go.
You got no children?
Nope.
Okay. So but you're someone else's child. So let's do it this way. I'll go on retrograde. Let's say someone from my family took your family's riches, took your family's luxuries, took your family from off of their
Hey, you're moving the conversation to a whole deeper conversation right now, brother. Don't do that.
I understand.
Don't do that. But I get it. Go ahead.
We have a conversation. We building.
You're moving the conversation. Hey.
It's just a conversation.
By the way, this is not a deep disagreement with what you've been saying, by the way.
I don't feel like that. No malice. No malice intended.
Conversation. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
No malice intended, my brother. No malice intended.
Go ahead. Go for it.
And thank you for showing up, too. So, okay, let's say someone from my family stripped your family of your resources. This was before you and I are even born. They took your land. They took your monies. They deprived your family of the right to educate in their tongue and to have a knowledge of self, not just a knowledge of self, a thorough knowledge of self. Now, we're the next generation. Here it is. After my family took everything from your family, now I say, I'm going to hire you. You need to get a job, otherwise you lazy. So now I'm the descendancy. I'm the blood descendancy of the ones who benefited from that crime, and you're the blood descendancy of the ones that's been victimized of that crime. And now I have the audacity to say, I'm going to create a system for you where you can get paid every 2 weeks. Would you see it in a different context if this was the scenario? That's all I want to know. Would you comfortably work for me if you recognize me as, because I know we're hard on each other. Would you work for me comfortably if you understood that my immediate ancestor, my father, my mother, took from your family and put you in a very compromising socio-economical disposition, but I then come back and give you an opportunity to get a job? But when I come back and give you an opportunity to get a job, I tell you, well, you know what? You can have this job, but you got to wait 2 weeks to get paid, and you're not going to get remotely close to whatever I'm making from off of your labor. Would you see it in a different context if I said it that way?
If the thing with what you just said, though, it's not so much that it's not right. That, yeah, of course, hell fucking no. Like, what the fuck did you do? You just impoverished me for generations to come. Why the fuck should I come work for you? Right? Cool. But
because it's not really a hypothetical question. It only resonates more if the black man did it to you and you had to work for him. But when you're working for this white man, it's like, yo, bro, it's not really slavery. Yes, it is. They took every goddamn thing from us, and then now we got to wait 2 weeks for a check. Now we got to wait 1 week for a check. If
Well,
you're going to underpay me, at least pay me on time.
I was gonna let me get something. I was gonna get you on that same thing. I was gonna say it's a little too generalistic or simplistic in that way. Not that it's not right, but it's a little too general. Because would you have said the same thing? Let's hypothetically say in the perfect world we are, and I'm Haitian by the way. So
I can tell.
for my
So
first 17, 18 years, all I've ever known is black people doing everything. So this whole thing when I come here, when I was 18 years old, this whole thing of white people doing everything is super weird and new to me and strange to me because I'm like, black people is like, we've done everything there is to do. So let's say we were in a black republic, right? Then would you have had that same argument to say, well, nigga, you're working for another nigga. What's up? Like, why don't you keep on going? Would that also have been an argument you would have made?
ask that question again.
If it was the other way around where it's us black hiring blacks. You see what I'm saying? As opposed to, hey, I'm working for the white man. Not that I'm making any excuse. I don't give a fuck, by the way. But
It's the same thing because
would you have made it like, hey, man, you need to be an entrepreneur. Don't work. Don't spend your whole life working for other people. Build your own shit.
I'm not going to change my stance. It is a form of slave wages. Pay me every day that I earned my money. Don't pay me at the end of the week because every day I'm confronted with different types of adversity, and I don't know if I can make it from the difference between 14 days and 1 day is a whole lot when you are a parent or when you're a black man in America or a black woman in America.
Agreed.
So at the very least, give me my bread or give me a percentage of my joint because now look, everybody hustling. Everyone knows we need our money day to day. So you know what they do? Now they got all these trick shit like, yo, we'll take a percentage of your check if you want to get access to your money quicker. You see, now this is what people are doing. You know why they're doing that? You know why they're winning?
Hey, they do that even with
They know it's
not even with trade. Don't do that. They do that even with trade too.
They know we need our money in real time.
Exactly.
That's why I'm saying, yo, I can give you a rapid refund. All you got to do is be willing to get beat in your head for $6,000. We'll take that and we'll give you the rest of your refund, but at least you won't have to wait. You'll get it in real time. You know, we don't have the time to wait because we've been waiting every damn week for a whole year for our money. So by the time it's time to do our taxes or get our refunds, we like, yo, fam, beat me in the head for the $3,000-$4,000 that you're going to take from me. I need that money right now because we've been on a string the whole damn year. Look at the stimulus check money, bro. They giving us the stimulus checks, but not even telling us like, yo, you know, that's a tax credit. Basically, that's money that's coming from your taxes next year, presuming that we're out of the situation.
Your money back, essentially. They're giving you your money back, essentially. So yeah, no, there is what you say, and I like it, by the way. There is something to be said about, hey, I'm generating cash flow on a daily basis. Cool, no problem, right? I thought, I mean, look, by the way, you have to get people motivated one way or another. So obviously you're doing that. So you have to hit people where it's like you get a reaction out of them, good or bad. But they're
brother,
thinking. So
if I said, yo, let's be entrepreneurs, we wouldn't even have a conversation right now. You wouldn't have said I was bugging. It would have made sense. But being
hey, get off of that. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
Being an entrepreneur is the epitome of everything I'm saying. Get paid every day. Because when you are a master of your own destiny, you don't have to be subject to a people that historically has discombobulated you and have you suffering the consequence of an acculturation process, having lived in the diaspora of the hells of America. You see, so long as I'm a black man in America, I'm always going to have to consider, yo, who's paying child support? You see what I'm saying? You at the end of the day, you got to look at slavery for what it is. We became his adopted children illegitimately. That's why you got people whose name is Jameson, Robertson. You know what I'm saying? That son suffix there, he illegitimately adopted us and made us his children. Emancipation Proclamation, when you look up the word emancipation, etymologically, the word emancipation means to let your child go, to let your son go, to free your son and let them get a chance. So they've literally been sunning us, and they call us minorities, and minority literally means to be an adult thinking in an adolescent state of mind. Minority literally comes from the word minor. Meaning child. So when they let the minority be emancipated, they allow their children to be free. These words you can look up in the etymological dictionary. So my thing is this: once you get back some kind of knowledge of self and you get conscious of these things, you start feeling uncomfortable that son is paying you every 2 weeks. You start it leave a bad taste in your mouth. Like, yo, are you kidding me? Like, after everything that we've been through, yo, I'm not even asking for reparations. I'm saying, like, son, pay me my shit on time. I'm not even asking for reparations. I'm saying, yo, you doing it to me again. You making me put in mad work, and you don't want to pay me. You don't want to pay me properly, and you don't want to pay me on time. I'm starting to be in my feelings. So what I'm saying to the people, yeah, it's motivational, but it's an actuality. Work for yourself. Don't let them do this to you for another damn year. Get that course, brotherpolite.com, study. Whether you get the books, whether you get the course, or whether you keep in tune with all my free classes live on Facebook, on YouTube. Yo, stay in tune and study as hard as you can. Because guess what? Right now, our people have the highest unemployment rate. Right? How the hell we got the highest unemployment rate and we are the so-called smallest percentage of people? You see how that works? Like, how can a state have more non-blacks than blacks by far, but the non-blacks have the highest amount of cases in coronavirus? How does that happen?
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Hey, I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why.
Last part. You can tell me. Last part. How is it that we lead in the most essential jobs? We have the most essential jobs, meaning we have to help people effective immediately and close to each other. We have to help people like this, right? And so how is it we get laid off the most? How is it that all the people the majority of people that got the SBA loans, how are they non-black people when we consider black people's socio-economical disposition? So what I'm saying is, it's a rhetorical question because historically we know who these people are. This is how I give it up. Anywhere I go, fam, anywhere I go, I give it up the same way. Everyone can hear me what I'm saying. I'm around nothing but non-blacks. And then guess what? It's just a fact at the end of the day. Only person I got to go through this with this long is you. We need you to wake up, my brother, because you come from a powerful heritage. You come from that Haitian Revolution. You come from a place in history where we was able to bear witness to what our people can do when we had a damn enough. But this revolution can't be done the same exact way. This revolution has to be done on more social political terms. We have to get more cognizant. We have to become more cognizant of politics and more cognizant of economics. And what you can't do, my brother, is sit there content. Like, let me show you. People be thinking old age, it's supposed to come with arthritis and high blood pressure and back pains. No. Old age doesn't have to come with that. And that's how we're treating being paid. We think working for someone and making money has to come with not getting paid effective immediately. And then when we start thinking like that, they say, yo, you thinking about fast money. Nah, that ain't good money, man. You want to get your money too fast. Yo, what the hell are you talking about? I want to get what I got paid for. Because when you work for yourself, if I did the same job as an individual and rendered the service versus if I'm under someone's company, I would get paid the same day that I did it. So all I'm doing is telling my people entrepreneurship is it. But really the word is industrial. Be an industrialist, right? Because an industrialist, it resonates more. They have more power, say, and control over the business. A person can be an entrepreneur and still be managing on someone else's behalf, but yet it's a stepping stone. But ultimately, before being an entrepreneur, we need to be, before being an industrialist, I understand we would have to take steps into entrepreneurship, but you have to have the goal, the confidence, the conviction, and the self-esteem and the knowledge to fortify that type of destiny. If you're going to become a master of your own destiny, you can't be scared. And you have to stop accepting the lowly status quo of being a minority, subjecting yourself to getting payments way past the time you are due. It shouldn't take 24 hours to get my bread, but if I'll wait 24. But I mean, I teach about how to make money on the stock market. Man, people make their money in 10 minutes. They make their money in 30, 40 minutes. I'm about to put some money on WINS towards the end of the day. And tomorrow, I'm telling you, that thing going to go up to like $60. And I'm going to make my $20, $30 profit all over again. Like, listen, I ain't got no time for nobody to be stringing me along. And you treating me like you doing me a favor by paying me this weak ass check. Like, yo, son, after I done realized what you did to me throughout history, I can't even let you keep getting another come up off of me. That's the energy we got to have. You can't come up off me again.
I like that. No, let me just say something real quick. I see, and I know you got to get other folks on the here.
Yeah, yeah, I'm about to be
So,
done, but
so,
go ahead.
so,
I'm
so
listening to
some
you.
other folks on your live are bugging, like, this nigga gotta wake up. No, like they don't realize we're actually they don't realize we're actually saying the same thing. I'm just giving you a little quick, like, hey, there's a little quick nuance about people getting ready to be their best themselves and all that stuff. I
Nah,
like where you at, by the way. It's a nice little view. But my whole I like that. My whole point was when white people catch a flu, black people get hypothermia. So obviously, as minorities, we always get hit the worst. Absolutely.
You don't drink at all. You got to
I'm listening.
So well, you want to turn your front face camera? I can't see you. So
I'm coming, my brother. Let me get you here. Go ahead. Go ahead, my brother.
right. So when white people catch a cold, black people catch hypothermia. Basically, that's what you're saying. So we gotta get ourselves out of that mindset, as minorities and everything else. So no, I'm pretty much down with that. Hey, let's get the fuck out of that, 8, 9 to 5 rat race, and let's build our own wealth for ourselves, but also for our family to leave a legacy. So I'm absolutely all for that, and for sure, I'm absolutely supporting, everyone. And I think this year for me has been a year where, for the first time, really I've taken a real hard look where I'm realizing, hey, you know what? I make good money, and I'm here for the state, and I work good, but that's not enough. I don't want to do that. Look at that shit. Damn, that's fucking super big. So look at that. So I need to build a second and third string of income, So, but yeah, I absolutely like what you're doing here and love your program. So,
No doubt, my brother. Hey, I have to say it was great.
hey, it was a good talk. I appreciate it. Enjoy your time. You're having a mighty fun time over there, baby. So enjoy it.
Hey, you already know, man. I thank you for listening, and I thank you for joining in and
Likewise.
sharing your point of view. I respect you. You, my brother.
Likewise.
And thank you for the respectable dialogue and the point of view, because it helps generate
That's what we need to have.
more ideas in our people from going back and forth like that. So thank you for participating in that.
That's what we need to do more of, and take action following up after that.
That's right, my brother. So I'm with it. But thank you, man.
All right, take it easy. I gotta let you get other people on here, B.
Hey, man. Good talking to you. What's your name again, King?
I'm James. What's your name?
James. What you say? Your name is what?
James.
James.
Yep.
Peace. Peace, James.
Have a nice day.
James funny. That's all good. That was nice. That was a good build. But yeah, y'all, you know what it is. If you're tired of waiting 2 weeks to get that bread, then hey, go to brotherpolite.com, get that real estate course, that's the UCC real estate course, or get that Go in the Crisis. The UCC course comes out July 4th on so-called Independence Day, because they took our land. So I'm going to start the course on the holiday. I don't give a damn who want to drink or smoke or whatever they want to do during the day. Listen, I'm gonna give people back the land on July 4th that was taken. Self-administering reparations, SARS. You're not talking about severe acute respiratory syndrome. We talking about self-administering reparations, scientifically done. That's what we talking about. So get in tune with us, or like I said, get that Gold in the Crisis class. I'm about to get back on the market. You can check out my Instagram stories. Everyone's always making money every single day that join my course. Facts. Every day you see me posting receipts of people that's in my class, various people who are making their money, whether it's $280, $400 in 10 minutes, whether it's $1,000 in less than 24 hours, whether it's $1,500 in about a half hour. It doesn't matter. We all making money. We all chewing. I love what I'm doing. Peace to the family. I love it. And I love you guys, man. Let's get it in. If I look a little weird, I can't see it. You guys see me. There's so much light out here, I can barely see on my phone. But anyway, as long as you can hear me, you good money. Brotherpolite.com, you go over there, you look for Gold in the Crisis, and you lit. But yeah, man, we got to set up a revolution right here. It's an economic revolution. Revolution has to be funded. Too many people think we got to be poor in order to be conscious. They think we got to be poor in order to be conscious. Well, you know my motto: I'm too smart to be broke, and it costs way too much to be poor. But that was great, man. Great talking to the brother. I hope you brothers and sisters got something from the conversation. I'm gonna leave this one up. Damn, I see all these comments now. I'm gonna leave this one up. I'll be back to build with you again too. Peace. My daughter. Yeah. It was my turn. Look at my beautiful wife. Beautiful wife. She over there hot. Oh, breastfeeding. Let me zoom out. Got the curves online. Got to zoom out. Other whiz right here. Banner time. Yep. Ugh. No, I don't like being around people. And that's weird because I love being around people. So I'm like introvert, extrovert. I'm an intro, extrovert. I'm semi-intro, semi-extro. So, I don't know. We got to figure out how to call that. Because I like being around people and then I don't like being around people. I tell you this, it has its time and its place. If I'm supposed to deal with a lot of people, I love it. And when I don't have to deal with a lot of people, keep me the freak away from people because people are trouble. I need to be in controlled environments where there's going to be learning taking place. If learning's not going to take place, keep me. I want to be around people because I love activity, but just give me enough space to be away from them while they do what they do. And that's how I stay out of trouble because I think so much, I'm going to wind up getting into something with people because I can tell what's disrespectful and I can tell they don't understand what's disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be like that. Yeah. I don't know. Ambivert, extrovert, introvert, little Uzi vert, like one of them. But yeah, peace to y'all. I ain't got no damn Timbs on. That's a rumor about New Yorkers. All we do is wear fit caps and Timbs. Well, maybe some of it is true. Wear fit caps in the pool. And thank y'all so much. Make sure you get ready this Sunday. We finished up the John Wick series of the Gold in the Crisis class. This Sunday we will be doing the Supreme Mathematics. We'll be setting off Supreme Mathematics this Sunday. This Sunday we'll be setting off Supreme Mathematics. Let's get it in. Have a good time. Blessings on to you all. Let's have a good time. Gotta love it. You gotta love it. If you don't love it, what you gonna do? Catch what? You funny. You gotta love it. But will be done. Will be done. So it make no damn sense. The hell she got on back there? Listen, I'm gonna see you guys later. BrotherPolite.com. Get the Gold in the Crisis class. I'll see you guys Sunday, 7:30 Eastern Time. You know how we do. 7:30. Yo, word. I didn't even. Yo, somebody could sit behind like a damn camel or some shit. People be just doing too much. See, everybody want to be like you, and then when they do, they overcompensate when they want to be like you. They overcompensate. You see what the black woman done did to the rest of the world? Should pull up on her and just have an interesting conversation called why. Should have an interesting conversation called why. Well, Nah, whose apple juice that is? I mean, who apple juice that is? I get a little. All right. Peace of the peace of the family. I had a good time talking to y'all. Thanks a lot.